So can I get your first and last name, please?
My name is Diego Herrera.
And what position do you play?
I play center mid, like attacking and then holding as well.
And then what high school do you go to? And then what club team do you play for?
I go to St. Pius, the 10th high school, and I play for New Mexico Rapids 09 ECNL.
Now, you just tried this drink. I know Nico suggested it. What do you think of it so far?
It's great. No, it's really good. Yeah, I like it a lot.
Perfect. And, obviously we're here to talk about football. We're here to talk about soccer.
So,
last year, you did a little bit about everything. You're an elite defender, elite goal scorer. You can get assists. You can send the pass. How would you describe to people unfamiliar with your game how the way you play?
I could just say that, like, I play for the team. I can, whatever the team needs me to do, I'll do it. If you need me to sprint 50 yards back, I'll sprint 50 yards back. If you need me to play a ball in, I can ping one. I like to shoot sometimes too, just get a little bit on. But one thing I really like is just, the creativity part of the game. I really like showing off some skills, all that. So, yeah.
And then obviously, the season's about to start. But not only the season, the Metro tournament is just right around the corner. So what can people be expecting from St. Pius this year?
I think we're looking really good right now. After tryouts and after this first session, I think that we're going to have like a really competitive team. We made it to the final last year. We fell just a bit short to La Cueva, so we're hungry. We want to make it back there again. Maybe play La Cueva again. That'd be a fun game.
And then you guys just seem to have dogs around, like on all three levels of the field. So who are some other guys that we should watch out for this year?
Nico, as Nico Reyes. We have Ethan Wright, Didier Herrera, Kenneth Calderon, and then in the back we have a lot of new players. Some were returning from last year, but we got Landon Miloshovsky, Anthony Gustamantes, and Christopher Justice. So. Yeah.
Perfect. And then is there any masters of the game that you enjoyed watching growing up or even in today's soccer leagues?
As of right now, Pedri is probably my favorite player right now. I just love the way he moves the ball. I love the way he gets around the field. And then my favorite player of all time though is Neymar. Neymar, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then so is there any other players in the state of New Mexico who like maybe you play with in club or anybody that you've seen on the field that you would love to shout out? Yeah. I know that, which is actually funny enough. I played soccer back in the day, and I know Coach Deal's son plays on Volcano, right?
Yeah, Brody.
So yeah. Okay, but is there anybody else that we should be keeping an eye out for?
From my club team, Teo Herrera from Sandia. He's really good. On La Cueva, Bryce Clark, Chase Galloway, and Riley Steeples. So, yeah.
Wow. And then so what for anybody that's looking just to get as sharp as you are to play soccer, to be in your shoes someday, is there any tips you can give them furthering their game as a soccer player?
I just think that, like, sacrificing, like, just a bunch of individual work or maybe just finding someone who wants to do the same thing as you, like me and CJ, Christopher Justice, we push each other a lot off the field, and Nico Reyes too. Just, like, doing that stuff individually, like going to the field to take some shots or, like, even just like going to the gym or whatnot. That's like it's just like hard work, honestly.
And can I ask though, because St. Pius is loaded, football, soccer wise, volleyball wise, do you think it could happen that 4 state championships are coming back to St. Pius this fall?
Like it's definitely possible because like our football team is really good. Like Herschel, Curtis, Zaycarp, all them, and then our volleyball team's really good. Like they've won state 2 years in a row, 3 years in a row, 2, right?
Yeah, 2, yeah.
They're really good, and then our girls' team is just like they're looking really good too. My sisters play for them, so yeah.
Nice. And then so there's some fun questions, and this one's gonna be really hard.
Yeah.
Who's the fastest guy on the team?
On our team?
Yeah, there's a lot of speed on that team.
I could. Like it just depends. Like on like a dead sprint, I'd probably have to say like Ethan Wright, Nico, Didier is really fast, or like maybe even Landon. I don't even. It's too hard.
There's a lot of guys. Yeah, there's a lot of guys right up there at the top. What about who's the strongest on the team?
The strongest, I'd say Ethan. Ethan is huge. Yeah, he's a big guy.
Ethan, okay.
Yeah.
And then who's the guy that you still love him, but he makes you guys do a little bit extra sprints, extra push-ups, a little bit of a goofball, but you still love him.
Yeah. Like as like a teameate, like makes us do extra.
Yeah. Just gets you guys in trouble. That's a simple way to put it.
Gets us into trouble.
Who gets you guys in trouble?
Probably Landon. He's a funny guy. But he works hard.
Perfect. And then who's the best at FIFA on the team?
Oh my gosh, it's definitely not me. Like I try to I'm decent at FIFA, but probably Kenneth. Like I play with Kenneth, and he just toys with me, man. Like it's bad, but probably Kenneth, yeah.
And then is there any cool traditions that's sacred to the St. Pius soccer team? You guys like?
Yeah.
Okay, there is.
Yeah. Before the state tournament, we all dye our hair blonde. So we have like a hair dyeing party, and then we watch the seating selection.
Well, I try to do the same with my hair. I try to get frosted tips, but then my girlfriend broke up with me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Hey, thank you so much for your time, man.
Yeah,
Good luck.
appreciate it.